Welcome, race fans, to the All-American Sim Racing Network's presentation of the All-American Racing Leagues, or Lawncare Truck Series. In the booth with me tonight is no one. Unfortunately, our host, David Lafana, wasn't able to make it, but we do have a special guest. I did not mean to say no one, as Chad Snyder's in the booth with me. Hey, Chad, how's it going?
I'm doing better now that I know I'm not no one.
I just
uh,
didn't notice you joined me up here, man. I do appreciate it. I know Chad's doing race control for us tonight, and as always, we're glad to have that here, and I'm glad he was able to step in the booth and talk with us a bit. So, Chad, what do you think we're going to see here tonight at Pocono?
I think we're going to see, a lot of, I think, strategic racing. This place is really, really difficult to get around at all three corners. So I think you're going to find some give and take on some guys who are good in maybe one and two and kind of giving up some speed in three, or good in one and three and giving up speed in two. It's really kind of a pick any two type of racetrack. So looking forward to seeing how these guys navigate this place and seeing who comes out on top.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I'm going to go ahead and switch us over. We have some in car, in this case, in truck. As we are going to give you a lap around the track, brought to you by Blue Gray Plastic Fabrication. Let's get to that now. Hi, folks. This is David Hillbilly here. I'm going to take you a ride around a lap here at Pocono in the trucks. This is brought to you by Blue Gray Plastic Fabrications. Again, brought to you by Blue Gray Plastic Fabrication. We're going to take a lap around here, see if we can run a quick lap around Pocono Raceway in the truck series for the Lawncare Truck Series, brought to you by All American Racing League. So I'm exiting pit road here, making my way through exit of turn one as I come up to speed. I get on that limiter a little bit, been a little bit since I've been in the trucks, but we'll get this blue-gray machine hopefully up to speed here for you guys to show you a quick lap here at Pocono. Right, entering turn 3 here at Pocono. Down as low as we can to the line. Try to get a good run off without sliding the tires too bad. Get out close to this wall. Down the front stretch. We cross the start-finish line to begin our lap. I'm going to drive it deep down into turn 1. We'll try to get it down to wrap that bottom. Under braking here, a little heavy braking. Now off the brake, slowly back to full throttle here. Try not to slide a four-wheel slide off the turn. Get out to that wall, the exit of turn 1. Now we're heading down the Long Pond Straight here towards the tunnel turn, believe. Brakes, gonna carry some speed through here. This is a very difficult portion of the track for many drivers, so that wall comes up very quick. As we head down towards turn 3, get on the brakes a little bit, get her down to the bottom, slowly roll back into that throttle, letting it drift out towards the wall, getting close to that wall on exit, and that is a decent lap at a 56.3 here at Pocono Raceway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back now from that little preview around the track. As you can see, 15 wasn't extremely fast around there, but doing the talking and commentating and trying to give you guys a kind of play-by-play of what happens around this track. Can't expect the best. That, and I'm not nearly the best driver here. Some of these drivers, as qualifying is underway, are putting down some really good lap times, well above the lap time that I had placed there. Well, in practice they were. Actually, no one has taken the qualifying grid yet. It's interesting. I think that no one's completed a full lap yet here, Chad.
Yeah, I'm showing on my screen, showing Justin Horton going around turn 3 right now to complete his first lap. So my guess is we're going to see some time start popping up here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm following Jackson Mentor in the 28. Is Ham's truck there. Ham's beer truck. It's a Toyota. As we have some times up 55.09 for Jim Hubble, currently the pole sitter. Adam Egerstein in second, 55.23. Jackson Mentor with a 55.60. Scott Leonard just jumped up to third with a 55.25. So this is lap one. Obviously, these times are likely to get a lot better on that second lap. Already better than what I ran.
And I'll tell you what, that was a really good first lap for Jim Hubble there, right on top of what he practiced. And so far, just barely outpaced Lilith Peters. We'll see what they do on lap two.
Yeah, absolutely, folks. This is the 9P's 150 at Pocono. Now, you may ask yourself, what is 9P's? Well, we come up with a little tongue twister. 9P's are Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers in Pocono, Pennsylvania at the Pocono Raceway 150. That's the name of this race, but to save my tongue and any embarrassment, we're going to keep this as the 9P's 150 at Pocono.
And from this side of the booth, that shall henceforth be known as the race. All right, looks like on top of the board right now we have a 55.06 by Donald Manning. So Don been making some strides so far this season. He won our season opener at Daytona last season. Didn't make a whole lot of noise beyond that throughout the season, but has had a few strong runs this year, and obviously with a really good qualifying lap here, got a couple of Fords sitting up there on the front row at the moment.
Absolutely. As we have Jim Hubble just sitting there on track. Kind of take a look at his truck. He's got his Ford Performance or Lawncare entry for tonight's race, number 51 of J-Hub. It's Jim Hubble. Lilith Peters sneaks into third position as she's still on track and comes to a halt here. Looks like this should be third best on the night.
Yes, and anybody taking bets out there, do not sleep on the one truck of Lilith Peters. And I don't think anybody who's watched this league for very long would do so, because she never fails to bring pace to the racetrack.
No, that's an absolute fact. She's hell on wheels in these trucks, and she's good in the next gen cars as well. Pretty much anything we've seen her drive in this league, she's been pretty competitive. So
yeah, for sure, she's tremendous talent, and she doesn't. And the most impressive thing, at least from my seat with Lilith, she actually drove for my team in a few races, won a few races for us in the next gens last year. She's ice cold. She doesn't make mistakes, and that's really, really valuable in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. As the trucks begin to grid, I'm going to bring up our. We'll go through the field, give you a kind of a qualifying rundown as to where everyone is. All right, starting on the pole tonight, Don Manning. Second place on the outside of Don will be Jim Hubble. Inside lane, Lilith Peters. Outside of Lilith is Sean Purcell. Kyle Purcell is in fifth, starting third in line on the inside. Adam Engerstein, sixth. Scott Leonard, seventh. Rodney Uberpacker will be on the outside of Scott in eighth position. Anthony Reiner, restarting, coming back into the series and restarting ninth. Outside Anthony will be in 10th, Nathan Christensen. 11th is Christian Delgado. Jackson Mentor qualifies 12th. Johnny May is in 13th. Robbie Fletcher is outside of Johnny in 14th. Tyrone Yo Jr. will be 15th. Charlie Dickey starts 16th. 17th is Justin Horton. We have Corey Shusher in 18th. Believe 18th and final position, final starting position there for Corey.
Yeah, that's correct, David. And it looks like actually the 30